Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Belaus. I'm the owner of QIGONG with Debbie. I teach yoga, Qigong, Tai Chi, and meditation. I'm going to do a full class tomorrow video. It'll be about a half an hour, but I wanted to go over something that I find to be a really important practice to do, and it's called Shavasana. And it's a deep rest. It's typically done after a yoga class, and why they do that in a yoga class is to after you're done moving your body quite a bit, you don't want to just leave. There's a little transition between the end of a movement class and the resting. And in that resting is where you can integrate the practice, where the body can really relax into a quietude and the body can take in on a very deeper level that movement that you have just done. So I like to do this at the end of my classes when I do a full class, live or online. I always add a shavasana in because I think it's important. I talk about the five R's, the five R's for this age group, and I'm talking about 55 and older. These are the five R's, and really everybody needs this, but especially as the body is aging, we need to repair what we've damaged over the years, rebuild what we have damaged, also restore, and then restore what we have left. And then there's a relaxation, the resting stage, which is very important. And then the last one I call the rise. And the rise is just rising up and feeling, your best self. We want to be able to maintain our energy throughout the day. We want to be able to balance activity with relaxation, because in the relaxation is where the body really heals. And relaxation, you want to try to live at that state consistently as much as you can. Very hard to, not easy to do because we all have stress. But the practice is about recognizing when we're too stressed out, when there's too much activity and we have not rested enough. It's that yin and that yang consistently trying to balance. So we do the practices. I especially like doing them in the morning, like the movement practices to get your energy going for the day. It's kind of like in putting gas in your tank. And if you run out of gas, it's usually pretty tired. And what happens if you're not resting, if you're not kind of taking a break, the body will go in high gear again. And by the time you go to bed, you're wired and you're tired, and you might hit the pillow exhausted, which is actually not good because you're probably waking up in the middle of the night. So we want to be able to maintain this gas or maintain this energy throughout our day, taking times for breaks. So this shavasana that I'm going to do, I'm also going to add it in my full video, which I'm going to do tomorrow at the end of the class. I wanted to introduce it to you so you know what I'm kind of referring to. The only thing you have to do is lie down. Lie down on a couch, lie down on a bed, lie down on the floor. You can use this if you feel like you're doing too much activity and you need to rest. If you're not a napper, this is a great thing to do if you don't really want to go into a full nap. It's just a guided relaxation. And the more you do it, the more familiar it's going to be for you. And your body's going to go, oh, I'm going into my repair mode. I'm going into my relaxation mode. So you can maintain that energy. So a good time to do it is maybe after a lot of activity. A good time to do it's in the middle of the day to kind of break up that day, break up that activity with that relaxation. So this is your first time. I want you to make sure you're comfortable doing it. We usually always do this lying down because it's the most restful position for the body to relax. You can do it in a chair, but it's hard to do it in a chair because you're kind of holding yourself up. You want to have something under your knees to protect that back, and something over the head. You don't want your chin all the way up when you're lying down. You want to be able to keep that chin down a little bit. So that might mean bringing something under your head for relaxation. A nice little, I have these cotton shawls that I use and I put them on top of me. I like that idea of kind of going into that cocoon like feeling. Anything to make yourself comfortable. I will take myself off video while I'm talking so you're not distracted. And I will bring you out of it. The whole thing will take 10 minutes tops. That's all it's going to be. So find a comfortable place where you are in a bed, or also this is a good thing to do before you go to sleep too, if you have a hard time falling asleep, or on a couch, something comfortable. And I will take myself off video and find that comfortable position for yourself. Get ready for that. And even if you have a hard time relaxing, don't worry about it. This is what this is about. It's about getting your body familiar of what it's like to feel comfortable and relaxed. So the more you do it, the more familiar it will come for you. So setting yourself up, start to close your eyes. An eye pillow is great if you have them. Close your eyes for sure. And just start with your breath, inhaling and exhaling normally. And feel the floor or wherever you're lying down is supporting your body so you can systematically just begin to let go of any uncomfortability. This is a good time to maybe move your head from side to side, maybe bring your knees into your chest to release your back. Whatever you like to do to feel comfortable. And with each inhale and exhale, letting go a little bit deeper. Lengthen the exhalation with as little effort as possible. And let this exhalation continue to release the kidney area to the floor and the belly towards the inside of the sacrum. Let the exhalations become full enough that the inhalations feel almost like a reflex response to the exhalation. Release the skin of the neck, the root of the tongue, and the root of the jaw towards the collarbones. As you do this, you may also feel the ear canals broaden and deepen. You may then begin to feel that the ear canals deepen so much that they join the feeling of void created by the release of the throat. Deepen this experience of void by relaxing the soft palate towards the top of the head. And let the eyes and the brain sink back into this void. Progressively relinquish all involvement with the physical body, the thoughts, and the emotions. Eventually, the only experience of self remaining will be the subtlest thread of the breath. Let every part of the body sink below the floor, except the heart. Let the heart float as the passive breath breathes you. And then take your heart into a vast field and just let it breathe. As you quiet down, letting the energy below you hold you, caress you, so you can rest here for 5 minutes. And then I will guide you out of this. Begin to take a few deep breaths here. This is a very short and sweet practice. Just noticing if there's any sort of change in how you're feeling. And if not, that's okay. The body will get used to it. If you're enjoying it and you want to linger, please feel free to do that. Maybe you need a nap. But for now, just begin to make some small movements with your hands and your feet and your head. Maybe bring your knees into your chest, roll over onto one side in a fetal position, taking a pause there. And then slowly begin to work your way back up to a sitting position. Maybe close or soften your eyes once again. Bringing the hands, palms of your hands together as you connect the yin and the yang, as you start to move into the rest of your day. I hope you enjoy this. It is short, and that's the purpose of it. It'll make more sense when I do my full practice tomorrow's video, and I'll be doing this at the end of the class. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.